This video is about being scared to change in recovery and just fearing the unknown. And what a lot of people don't know about fear is that it is really false evidence appearing real. That fear really isn't real, it's just this thing that we make up in our heads. And we get these notions that something bad is going to happen even before it happens, and even if we really know that that's what's going to happen. And a lot of people that I talk to already have a preconceived notion of what they think is going to happen in recovery, and it's why they don't want to go into treatment, and it's why they're not ready for help, not completely 100% ready. But no one is 100% ready to change. I don't think anybody really wants to change. We just kind of want to sit back and just not deal with it at the moment because it's just too tough. But the most wonderful thing in life and the most wonderful thing about recovery is finally transitioning and finally changing and finally, finding your own identity and learning new things about yourself that you never knew. And that does go on inside of treatment and inside of recovery. And if you're going to fear change, then you're never going to recover. Because, yeah, you can fear change, but you have to embrace it. Not embracing it, then you'll never be able to recover. We're all scared. We all have preconceived notions. But you just need to let those go and just embrace it for your life and for your health. It's either now or never. You're going to either keep putting it off. And having an eating disorder, of course you're going to keep putting it off because the eating disorder side of you doesn't want you to get better. It wants you to stay sick, and it wants to take your life eventually, and it will keep dictating you to keep going lower in weight and getting sicker and sicker and sicker mentally and physically and emotionally and spiritually. It will start to rule your life if you don't take control over it. So fear is false. Just take it on. You just have to go with a straightforward mind into it and say, yes, there are things that I don't know what will happen, but when they do come, I'll face them, because this is something that is so much more important than having an eating disorder. Recovery is so much more important. An eating disorder needs to be dealt with. It doesn't need to be put on the sidelines until you reach a certain age, or until you get out of the house, or all these things. Sure, those things can be good for some people, but those are just excuses. That's the eating disorder talking. It's not you talking. When you reach that certain age, or when you get outside the house, you'll have another excuse. Well, I don't have enough money, or I'm not that sick, I don't look that sick. The excuses will start running up, and eventually, before you know it, you're either not going to be here, or you're going to be, I don't know, but it's not going to happen. You've got to do it now or never. The excuses aren't going to cut it anymore. Recovery is worth it, you guys. So please, go forward and face whatever fear you already have made up in your mind, because it's not real. Because I've been in recovery, and there's fears that have come along that I already thought up, and they weren't as bad as they seemed. I got through it, I pushed through it, and that's what it takes. It's hard work and perseverance and pushing through the tough times. And then when you push through those things, you see the other side. It's like being scared of heights, and never ever ever going on a plane, or never going on top of a building, and never being able to see, because you have all these preconceived notions about what's going to be up there. Something bad's going to happen. Then when you finally do get up there, you see the beauty that surrounds it, and you're not so scared anymore. So that's just my advice for this video.